Okay, so more on this course that I'm doing. So today is Friday, and the course is supposed to be happening now, but it was canceled because there are strong energies going around now, and the people in the course, um, like three or four of them, called in because they just couldn't do it because they've been so like crying and upset in the last couple of days that they couldn't bring themselves. I was thinking, isn't that amazing? Because that's exactly where I'm at and what I've been going through in the last few days. And everybody looked like they were so on top of it, putting out their videos and doing everything that they were doing. And everybody looked like they were flying high. And so I just talked to Roey. Roey is he's like the leader he's the one that created the workshop, the one we're working with. It's his workshop. And so he said, whoever needs a conversation, to keep moving. And so I just talked to him, and he gave me homework, which was really good homework. First of all, we had a conversation where, I told him that I keep on going back and forth in between these. Well, let me just finish the other part. So all of us, because we're working on bringing ourselves out, there is like this energy where we're all going through our hugest fears in order to bring ourselves out. So there's like these fears going on in every one of us. So it's cool to see that we're doing this process. That just means that we're doing a process. We are doing a process in this. And so I'm trying to, like I told him, like we've already been in this for a couple of weeks. This is our third week in this process, and I don't even know what workshop I'm going to do. And so we started talking around that. I told him, like, what kind of value do I bring? And he said, well, we already talked about this. You connect people to themselves, which I know that I do this. And I also, um, when people are around me, they feel. I allow people to feel emotions somehow. It comes through me. It's not mine. And I know that this is my gift to give to the world. And I said, but how do you, first of all, I have a problem with asking for money. And I think that's a problem that a lot of us have. And and how do I ask for money? And the second thing is, how do I take something like that and make it, like monetize it? Oh, I'll connect you to yourself. Like, how do you, what kind of product is that? And so my homework. So we were talking about it and talking about it. And I said, I know what I do. I know what I do. When I meet people or businesses or things like that, um, I can see people's gifts. So when somebody comes to me and they're talking about something or other, I see right through it and I can just see their gift. I can see what they were, what comes natural to them, what their nature is. And I can mirror it back for them. So that is one thing that I can do, and I can do that very well and quite simply, I was born with that talent. And what else? I allow people to see themselves through my eyes. So I can see the beauty or the talents, people's talents, or I can see their potentials, or I can see just besides other insights that I have about life and things that I've gone through and all sorts of um, conclusions that I've come through, with my alcoholism and having to go through myself and through my divorce and through my post-trauma and through my moving around a lot and all of the different things that I've overcome and have done in my life. And this twin flame journey that I'm on is a real eye opener. So I have a lot of value that I can give. And then I have this question of also asking for money, which we're also going to be pushing through during this workshop. You know, where you can ask for money for value. Just it's a mindset. And honestly, when I think about it, if I'm getting value, I expect to pay for the value that I'm getting. This workshop, I'm paying for the workshop. If it was a free workshop, not so, when you pay for something, you do the work. Also with the businesses, I can see potential. I can see what the core essence in people, the core essence of a business, what the strong selling points are. I also come from a world of shivuk, which is advertising, but also there's what's behind the advertising. Okay, I'm missing the word. Marketing. I come from, I've learned marketing. I've done marketing. And so there's selling points, and people also have their strong points. Also kind of, I can see patterns. I can see patterns in people. I can see patterns in situations. I can see patterns in nature, and I can see where patterns are offbeat. So I can also bring people back and focus them on the pattern, which is part of connecting you to yourself, bring you back in from, maybe I should do this, maybe I should do that. Wait a minute, come into yourself and listen for a second, because you have a nature. You have a natural way of being. And so the homework that I got for this workshop is to come up with a system. Oh, because what he said is, it's like, because I told him what I feel like is that any person that comes to speak with me, very quickly the conversation goes to their, we're all on this expansion. We're in this expansion. We're all expanding all the time. And what is expansion? Expansion is working through things and finding, a broader way of looking at them, getting rid of false beliefs and coming into ourselves. So it's kind of like an expansion, but it's also like the opposite of an expansion. It's coming into yourself, but in order to come into yourself, you also have to expand. Wherever you find a paradox, you find a whole. So with this expansion, we're always working on something. There's always something that is out in the open that we're working on, that is bothering us right under the surface. And it's like something that we are always trying to, there's a next level. There's always a next level. And even if we're walking around and we don't know what's under the surface, we can feel that there's something under the surface that is, it is guiding us on our path. So let's say, for instance, this thing that, I'll give you an example of myself, this that I just spoke of, the thing of not wanting to ask for money. So that is a belief that is a false belief, because it is okay to ask for money for value. But that is something that is micromanaging my life under the surface, because if I am having a problem asking for money for things that of value that I can give, then that is something that is stopping me from being in my full potential. Because if I want to be in my full potential, I have to overcome that. So that's something that right now is right under the surface for me. And a lot of times, because we're so afraid of these things that are right under the surface, or we don't even see them, a lot of times they're beliefs that are from our childhood that are managing and our behaviors. These things are, for lack of a better word, I use managing, but they like they have an ashpa'ah on our behavior. They affect our behavior. Affect is a good word. I know there's a better word, but that is a good word. It affects our behavior without us even knowing. And one of the things that I know is that when I get into a conversation with somebody, it's not oh, come and I'm going to fix you. It's not like that at all. It's a conversation. Come, let's have a conversation. And those things the things that are right under the surface that are right there and they're causing us pain, tend to come up in conversation within the very first few minutes. And then we can go deep into that. And, sometimes it's not even dive deep. Sometimes it's just give you a different perspective on how to look at it. Like, okay, but there's that perspective, but you can also just look over here. There's a whole different perspective right over here. Or sometimes it's that the thought train is in the wrong place, or that you don't see a key element in that changes the whole picture around, because we work by patterns of nature. They're patterns that we work by. And these patterns are apparent. And when you understand the patterns, it's like eye-opening for you. Because all of a sudden, wait a minute, the way that I was looking at it, it doesn't even fit the pattern. And then you're fighting against nature. And usually there's a little bit of swallowing the ego in there, which we can go through together. Just, we swallow the ego. Yeah, there's no blame here. There's nobody judging anybody, because we're all the same. So when you can come and have an open conversation with me with no judgment, we're just talking about it. We're just putting it on the table. We're looking at it. There's we're all the way that we are for reasons that we are. There's no, we're all working ourselves out. So there's no right or wrong. There's all just bettering ourselves or cleaning ourselves or purifying ourselves from wrong ways of thinking. And then we also free ourselves, and things start falling into place naturally as they're supposed to happen. And it's kind of like it just starts being born of you instead of having to worry about it. So I know I put up a lot of these videos of where I am, on my YouTube channel, where I'm going through my own frenzies and bringing myself back down and going through it and coming back down and going through it and coming back down. That's my path. See, that's my path of expansion. And you can hear by me talking through it how I'm going through it and I'm actually dealing with it. And I was talking with Roey, and I said to Roey, I put up all these videos of me losing my mind. People aren't going to want to come to me for advice. And he said, that's exactly the opposite. He said, when you put up your value of you going through it and being able to put yourself out there like that and being real about it, really that in itself, first of all, is showing, first of all, I feel like it's being honest. I'm not going to come and say, oh, I'm all worked out, come and work with me. Because everybody knows that everybody has work to do. If I'm all worked out, then it needs to, then what's there left to do? And as I am able to work out my own thoughts when on our own selves, it's the hardest, because we can't see ourselves other than through mirrors of others, really. Or like I talk it out, and then I can see patterns that are like, oh, wait a minute, and that is me doing my work. But just like I do my own work on myself and talk it out, I have a talent, a God-given, born talent of being able to talk these things out with people and helping them understand their own selves out, especially with the path that I have been on and been allotted in life. I've gone through, and we can go through with others things that we've gone through in our own selves. I feel like that is my gift to give. I give it to myself as well, but that is my gift to give to the world. That in the way of being able to bring this gift to the world, I am in my right place. I'm in the place that I am supposed to be. And I feel like I can help others also get into the place that they are supposed to be, because it's all about being able to see your own gifts and what your life purpose is, and then slowly being able to shift into it. And as you shift into it, then you're in your natural way of being and your natural place of being. And then everything else falls in the universe around you and allows you just to be. And so I need to sit down and think about, I need to livrer. Livrer is like to create a system and give it a name. Create a system and give it a name, and then we're going to start building a workshop around it. But if I build a system and give it a name already, then I can already just put it out there. I can already just put it out there because it's something that I can grasp and I can hold on to and say, okay, so this is my system here and this is its name. Yeah, it's not just like, oh, come and talk to me. I'll show you who you are. Yay. See, the thing is that I believe firmly that the next level on your spiritual awakening is right under the surface, just waiting to come out. And a lot of times you just need a little itch at it, like you pop it. It's like popping a pimple. It's like you need a little itch at it and it all just comes out and you can't deny it anymore. You have to. So you jump up a level or jump up a few levels. A lot of times just to bring something out into the open is already, you can't deny it anymore. It's to bring it out in the open. It's it's the next level. Taking life to the next level. Hey, there's take life to the next level. I like that. So take life to the next level. Now, I also feel like, and also from like conversations that I'm having with a girlfriend that found me through the YouTube channel on the Twin Flame journey, I also feel like I have a lot of things to say about that. I have a lot of insight about this Twin Flame journey. I'm thinking maybe I should do like a free reading. I got these tarot cards. I still didn't open the package. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to go put makeup on and I am going to sit down and I'm going to do that tarot card reading because I'm in the matzav. I'm in the mood. I have had those tarot cards over there for like 3 days and still not able to open them, even though I'm super excited about them. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put this video to copy into my computer so I can upload it. I'm going to go put on makeup and get dressed, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to do a tarot reading. Okay, so sending you lots of love. Thank you for listening. I like this video because it tells me about my idea and what I'm doing, and I have it. I have it to come back to. So when I start going all over the place, I can just say, okay, go into Take Life to the Next Level video. I'm going to call it Take Life to the Next Level. Take your life to the next level with me. Take life to not with me. Sending you lots and lots and lots of love. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for these videos that I'm doing. Thank you. I feel like it's not even mine. They're just being born out of me. And if they're being born out of me, then they're kind of like this thing. It's kind of like my life is guiding me to do it, because I can't stop this. I mean, it might be just to let my pain out, because I feel like in the human level here on the 3D, I've gotten to a place on my journey where everybody is my teacher. Every person that I meet is my teacher and reflects me back to me in different ways, reaction wise, or reflects back different parts of myself that I see. Of course, I have to cry on the video, because I can't have a video that I don't cry on. Of course, why not? Of course, if I'm already making a video, I might as well cry on it. Yeah. Oh, come meet with me. Here's all my cries. I say, whatever I am naturally, that's what I am. And maybe not being so high and mighty, and I'm kind of down to earth with the show that's going on here. Maybe that makes it easier to connect to me, because I'm not trying to put on any show here. I mean, this is quite a show on its own. It's like a one-woman show, and I'm all here all by myself all the time with all these dramas going on. I keep on thinking that, whoa, this is like a drama. This is funny, funky. I'm telling you, like, shh. I still have videos from yesterday that I need to put up, and then I'm going to put up today's videos. I'm trying to do them in order so that they come up in order. I want to find a way that I can put on the video and something will type, like Google Docs, I know knows how to type from voice to type. So I'm wondering if I could put on the video on the computer, put my phone next to it on voice to type, and it'll just type straight out of the video. And that way I don't have to sit down and keep on typing and stuff. It'll just type out the whole thing. Whatever came out, I'll put in, and then everything that's in the video is on. So that is my next step. Then I'm going to do the tarot cards, and I need to do this, put down the system and sit down and write it out. That is one thing I procrastinate about. I need to sit down and write it out. One thing Roey says, just keep on flying, don't allow yourself to go down into the muck. So every time I think I'm gonna make a drawing with like this flying princess with wings, because I saw my wings. I had this out-of-body experience and I saw my wings. I'm gonna have like this fairy drawing with one foot stuck down in like this mud. She's trying to take flight, but there's a foot in the mud. I crack myself up. Okay, well, the thought of somebody actually staying on the video until now and watching. If you stayed on the video until now, write me in the comments, I stayed till the end. And then I'll know that there's people that actually... I find it endearing. I find it like, it gives me, if you've watched me to the end, it means that you find this humorous. This is in some way amusing. And... and that you're getting something from it, which makes me feel really proud and like happy that all my mess can help the world. So if you've stayed with me, leave me a note. And now I'm going to go put on makeup and do my tarot reading. So sending you lots and lots and lots of love. Thank you.